wondering, why can't a woman be more like a man?
I beg your pardon?
Yes, why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so honest, so thoroughly square, eternally noble, historically fair. But when you win, we'll always give your back a pat. But why can't a woman be like that? Why does everyone do what the others do? Can't a woman learn to use her head? Why do they do everything their mothers do? Why don't they grow up, well, like their father instead? Why can't a woman take after a man? Men are so pleasant, so easy to please. Whenever you're with them, you're always at ease. Would you be slighted if I didn't speak for hours?
Of course not.
Would you be livid if I had a drink or two?
Nonsense.
Would you be wounded if I never sent you flowers?
Never.
Well, why can't a woman be like you? One man in a million may shout a bit. Now and then there's one with slight defects. One perhaps whose truthfulness you doubt a bit, but by and large, we are a marvelous sex. Why can't a woman take after a man? Because men are so friendly, good-natured and kind. A better companion you never will find. If I were hours late for dinner, would you bellow?
Of course
If
not.
I forgot your silly birthday, would you fuss?
Nonsense.
Would you complain if I took out another fellow?
Never.
Well, why can't a woman be like us?
Welcome to Engaging, which is part of the Centered Leadership Model in Women in Leadership Course Management 394. And this is Linzi Kemp. And that was Rex Harrison, starring in My Fair Lady. Think about what he said. Why can't a woman be more like a man? And is that really necessary? We're going to talk today about engaging, which, as an overview, will cover crossing the line, stand up, speak up, make your own luck, take the step, and weathering the heights towards engagement. We'll now listen to Women's Voices from Africa, a podcast from the BBC. On this programme, the guest editor is Melinda Gates, one of the world's leading philanthropists. She's involved in projects in Africa, and here we hear from 4 female African leaders reflecting on their hopes for 2030.
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, President of the Republic of Liberia. I'm very optimistic about 2013 because we see African economies on the move, showing high rates of growth and development. Because of the breakthrough in women, I think it's going to be a banner year for women who will be competing at all levels for leadership in their societies. The Gates Foundation have done a lot to empower women, including working with our own acting mayor of the capital city. And so you see so many women coming to leadership role. That's good for the world, and 2013 will bring them right to the forefront.
So what was the name of the President of Liberia? Moving on now, we hear from a health advisor in Kenya.
My name's Jane Otai, and I'm hoping that in 2013 there will be a better world for mothers, daughters, sisters, and wives. These are the women who nurture, support, and lift up their families despite this incredible hardship in so many parts across Africa. For many women in Africa, quality health care is not available, whether it is to deliver their baby or to access family planning services. For many women, this is not available. My hope is that 2013 is the year that all women, irrespective of where they live, their age, their economic standing, can have access to quality health care, and that governments will commit to make this happen. In the 21st century, no woman should be denied their basic human rights.
My name is Joyce Panda. I'm the State President of the Republic of Malawi. I'm pleased to say that while we are passing through a very difficult time, my faith and hope is in the people of Malawi. The people of Malawi are resilient. We hope that we shall have a good rainy season, and I hope that we will be able, therefore, to recover our economy. While statistics show that poverty has worsened in Malawi, there's hope for the future. There's room for the future. We are creating jobs for people to engage in productive activities that will change the situation at their household. 2013 looks good, and I sincerely believe that Malawians will succeed. We are going to move into the future with hope, with God's help.
You heard there from Joyce Banda, the Malawi president. How did she see the future, and how is Malawi going to develop? We next hear from a professor of nutrition in Kenya.
Ruth Onyango, I'm from Kenya, a food and nutrition scientist. Over the last 20 years, I've realized that in sub-Saharan Africa, most producers of food are smallholder, women mostly, working in situations which don't give them much support, not much information, and they don't even own the land that they till. And so I've become their voice, I've become their advocate. Where am I hopeful for 2013? That this advocacy, not just by me only, has seen many players come to the scene. They are listening, signing up, realizing that you cannot govern a hungry people, and you cannot govern malnourished people. And so I'm hopeful that as we go into 2013, Ruth can begin to see less and less of these emaciated, malnourished black African children on television sets, because it embarrasses me so much.
Action means standing up to be counted, owning your development, choosing to act on opportunities that carry risk, as these women do, and facing your deep-seated fears. Now that's a tall order, and once you commit, there's no going back. As you read and work through the rest of the chapters in the Engaging module, I want to bring your attention to the wealth of resources that are available to you in iLearn. Go to Lecture Notes and choose the folder Engaging, and let's just explore what you can use. I particularly point you to Deborah Tannen as an author. She has written a book called Talking from 9 to 5, which is about women and men in the workplace and the different languages we speak and the different perspectives on power. It'll help you to understand more about communication between men and women, communication in business. Further on, there's a recent proceedings from the Gulf Research meeting that took place in Cambridge last year, Women and Globalization in the GCC. From reading this, you can understand how women are in leadership are negotiating through the states of complexity in order to get things done. A further article you may wish to read is The World Work of Leadership in the Harvard Business Review. There is a link here to you in iLearn. Following on from the work we did on emotional intelligence, and also recognizing that if you want to stand up and speak up, then the power comes from you. It depends on your internal locus of control. There is a video in the iLearn area. Watch the video and learn how to depend on your internal locus of control. And final resources include the Athena factor, which is about reversing the brain drain in science, engineering and technology. Go to the Athena factor to find out what it is. The wage gap by education is shown here. You can see the remarkable difference between males, shown here in pink, and the females, shown here in blue. As you can see right from the beginning, there is a wage gap when women and men at different stages of education, from less than high school education upwards. Think about yourself doing a undergraduate degree. When the women have a job, there is a wage of about approximately $40,000. Obviously, these are USA figures, whereas the men have an average salary of $70,000. Think about why there is that wage gap. One of the pointers is that women have failed to speak out and asked for higher wages. There are many other factors. Think of at least 3. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, that's the finish of the engaging module. Please read through the chapter and discuss any further questions with your classmates, and of course I'm available in office hours. Thank you.